Hey guys, Brian Goes Blue.
And Coco too.
Checking in with another movie trip review vlog for you today. Tonight we're seeing The Black Phone with Ethan Hawke, and I'm not sure anybody else.
Nope. Not a clue.
That's the selling point, Ethan Hawke.
Yes.
Yeah, we're at a different theater today. We're at one of the mall theaters in our area.
Yes.
Because our theater wasn't showing it in Dolby at all. And then the other theater that we go to sometimes was showing it at 9:45. And this one was showing it at 7:45. So it was only like maybe 5 minutes, like more time to drive to get here.
It wasn't bad.
Maybe.
And we're on the rooftop of...
It's like a third floor.
Yeah, and like the interstate is right behind us. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
We've never been to this theater together before, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think it's one of the best theaters.
No, it doesn't have reclined seating except for in the Dolby theater.
Yeah.
So.
But it's cool to go to a different theater, change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll take some footage inside and show how it's a little different.
Maybe. If you feel like it.
You're like, no. It's cool because if you're in the mall, you have to go up an escalator to get to the movie theater. So that's why we're on a higher level coming in from not the mall, if that makes sense. So yeah, how many kids do you think are seeing this movie and going, oh yeah, Maya Hawke's dad is in this. Robin from Stranger Things, it's her dad.
You think so?
I don't know. Isn't that the way of the world now?
Everybody's like freaking out because of Stranger Things.
Yeah, they don't know Ethan Hawke for Ethan Hawke. They just know like, oh yeah, that's Maya Hawke's mom, Uma Thurman.
They don't know him from Reality Bites.
No. I just saw that for the first time.
Or the Before trilogy.
Don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't continue this because I'm just going to look like
or
an
Boyhood,
idiot.
maybe Boyhood.
Oh, I've seen Boyhood. Oh, so good.
There you go.
Anyway, so this movie, feel like we've been seeing previews for it forever because I think we have. Right?
Yeah, it was supposed to come out in January, I think.
Yeah.
So.
This guy. So... You're on YouTube, bro. So, yeah, it looks creepy. It's like a Stranger Danger type movie, I think.
And yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be pretty violent too. And I know, I think Tom Savini helped create the mask that's in the movie. I'm not sure if he did anything with the gore effects, but I think he helped create the mask and everything. So that's cool. And yeah, it's a Blumhouse movie, so those are hit or miss for me. They're either really good or like really mediocre to me. Most of them are pretty good though.
I usually like Blumhouse.
I mean, there's some misses though.
Yeah, we already know. We just got an announcement that this is going to be a house at Halloween Horror Nights, and we haven't even seen the movie yet. That's pretty. That's a pretty rare thing.
Well, it's a Blumhouse house.
Oh yeah, but it's featuring this.
Featuring this and Freaky.
Yeah.
And
which is
probably something else too.
Bizarre to me, but
yeah.
Hey, it could be cool.
Could be.
We might be way more excited about that after we see this movie. So.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go in there and see what it's all about at this different AMC theater, and get our popcorn on and all that.
Come along with us.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Bye.
We're on top of the world. At the AMC. Level 3. Fucking garage. This is pretty cool in here, guys. Got Judy Garland up there. James Dean. It's just ow. Yeah, only the O and the W is lit up. So you got this up here. Harrison Ford. Cool stuff. Alright, so we got some pretty cool like quotes on the floor over here. E.T. phone, show me the money. I'll make them an offer they can't refuse.
I'll be back.
Life is like a box of chocolates, never know what you're gonna get. It's a cool theater. I'm walking here. Are you crying? I am big, it's a picture that got small.
Frankly, my dear, I think
Of all the quotes, smoking. Best when you see what's gonna be moving around. Who's looking at you, kid? We're gonna need a bigger boat. There we go.
Nice.
They call me Mr. Tibbs. And you got all these cool looking like murals behind everything. Really cool. I'll be back. And then you got like all these different types of prints on the side, which are really cool. Or Gable. You got Giant with James Dean. Got some Clint. I think it's Rennie Harlow. I think that's the person's name. On location 1947. Tom Cruise, of course. Aubrey Hepburn.
Is that Catherine or Audrey?
I don't know. Catherine. Maybe Catherine. And you got Ron Howard over there. Pretty cool. Here we just have all the coming soon posters all in a row. It's really cool. Sweet theater. It's an older theater, but it's in a mall and it's like 5 minutes further from us, so. Pretty solid movie though. I really enjoyed it. It was really creepy. And I love that it took place in the 70s.
And it says in theaters February 4th. Lies!
Yeah, February 4th was when it was supposed to come out. Maybe not in January, but still, February 4th. You know, and it got pushed back to summer. And we're back in the car, guys. Black Phone. Wow,
Ooh.
It was a fun one.
I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah. It was definitely a good Blumhouse movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I love the setting. I love that it takes place in 1978. The music's great because it's all throwback music, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's retro nowadays, but you know, that's whatever. I love it anyways. I'll eat it up, as everybody else is. The kid actor, Finney. Yeah, he really reminded me of Anton Yelchin a lot. The kid who passed away a couple years ago. I don't know what you know him from, but yeah, he kind of looked like him too, to me. You know,
he was a kid that passed away?
Yeah, the one that got like hit by the mail truck, or hit by his truck against the mailbox.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he kind of looked like him. But anyways, on a lighter note, the little girl reminded me of the girl from Psycho Gorman, if you've seen that movie.
But she was a lot cooler.
She was cool. Yeah.
She wasn't annoying.
No annoyance, really.
She was like my favorite, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, she was my favorite.
And then the dad character, he wasn't very likable, but I do remember him from Lost, and he was a totally different actor then. So, totally different character then.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've never seen him in a role like that with like an abusive father kind of role.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was different. Hard to watch, but
yeah,
you got to think of the time that it was. Like, it's not like how it is now.
Yeah, makes me think of how if kids were really that brutal back then, you know, to each other. Like they were pretty bad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, so the story of the Ethan Hawke's character, the Grabber, was pretty interesting too. Didn't really get too much insight about him.
No.
Just kind of reminiscent of some of those like serial killers back in the day, like the 60s and 70s ones.
Yeah, no rhyme or reason. Just sick.
Just sick and depraved and demented. I mean, it's kind of hard not to spoil anything here.
Yeah. I think the grittiness of like watching the film was true to the 70s. You know, in certain scenes, like you could really feel that it was the 70s. That was neat, along with the costumes and, like you said, the music.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was so suspenseful and creepy. Like I was kind of picturing, knowing it's going to be a haunted house, Horror Nights. I was kind of picturing myself what scenes could potentially be in a haunt, and it kind of made it freakier for me.
I mean, in the beginning of the movie, like, I mean, I was mentioning the trailer. You can't really, like, tell from the trailer that the movie was going to be, like, the way it is too much.
True.
You saw a little bit of, like, the Grabber in the trailer and stuff like that, but it didn't really give away too much in the trailer, which is good. The first half an hour, 40 minutes or so, like, it was totally different movie than what I was expecting, really. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how we see a lot of different locations in the first part of the movie, and then, you know, well, we still see a lot of locations in the second part, but it's kind of more focused in one area, which isn't a spoiler because you see that in the previews. But wow, I will say this new theater, because this is our first time here together.
It's actually an older theater, I think.
It is. I think this was one of my favorite Dolby experiences we've ever had.
Yeah, the Dolby theater experience in this one is really solid. If there's future movies that are in Dolby and are playing here, I probably will go to it.
Just the whole experience. I mean, we're going to show you guys clips of, or maybe you've already seen them, I don't know, in reference to now, but we took video of how cool just the ambiance of the theater is.
The whole aesthetic of it.
And like the Dolby theater itself is like, all the lighting is just like bright blue. The seats felt like more fresh and cushy. They weren't like torn and they weren't broken. And the seat, like, I never experienced the vibration of Dolby like that before, not in our theater ever. And I was like, what the hell is it? Like, it was really cool. Yeah. I enjoyed it. And we each got at least one really good jump scare from the vibration and the sound, and like we jumped like.
Yeah, there was one point where it vibrated so hardcore, and it was before the scene even happened on the screen. Yeah. And that one really got me.
Yeah, it made it 10 times scarier.
Yeah, it did.
I liked that a lot.
So it was good. It's cool seeing a horror movie in that kind of surround sound setting like that.
Yeah, and it's nice to break away from the, you know, where we always go. It's cool to have somewhere different. And I think we really enjoyed the experience. Oh, I can't reach that.
Oh, what did we get?
We got a couple of goodies in this theater too. So
picked up the
Brian got us this popcorn tin. He knows I love Minions.
Rise of Gru.
Yeah, and it was super cheap. It was only $2.99.
Yeah, it was $2.99.
And we didn't get it filled because we got
usually these things are like $8, $9.
So yeah, we got that, and then we saw these walking out. Oh yeah, check out my shirt.
I'm not gonna pull them all the way up, but we
got an Elvis poster. That was our last movie we saw. So yeah, we saw those, and my Black Christmas shirt. I wore it because obviously Black Phone and the phone thing.
The phone.
Had to do that.
Yeah. Do you think the phone thing was all in his head?
That's a good question. Let us know what you guys think in the comments.
I mean, I think it could have been some kind of paranormal thing.
That's a good question. That's good. I guess it's just like for anyone's interpretation of like, you know, it's pretty much whatever you think. Yeah. I mean, because without really spoiling it, there are some with the sister, some, what do they call it, like clairvoyant, I don't know if I'm using the right word, visions and dreams.
Yeah, visions and dreams. Seeing things. Yeah.
So that there was that element to it, so I wouldn't put it past them for there to be like a more spiritual kind of like other side coming through, communicating. I'd like to kind of dive into that a little deeper, but
what do you give it?
I think a 4.5.
I think I give it a 4.
You give it a 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did its job. It made me uncomfortable, creeped out. It wasn't gory or gruesome.
Yeah, it was a little bit.
Some of that was CGI, but a lot of it was practical, which was really nice. So yeah, it did its job and made me kind of like creeped out.
Don't forget your
stay after the previews for sure. Definitely stay after the previews. You got the thumbs up from Brian Goes Blue and Coco too.
Any last words? I think I'm good.
Answer the phone when it rings.
Answer the phone when it rings.
If we could give you any advice, answer your phone when it rings. Unless it's spam. scam likely or spam. Don't answer those calls. I don't know. That was random. But, God, I just loved this movie and I loved this theater. I loved the whole experience.
Yeah.
It really made me happy.
All right.
For a kind of a downer movie, I'm really happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, let us know what you guys think of this movie when you see it. Definitely go check it out. And yes. Any last words from you?
No, just rock on.
Rock on.
Brian Goes Blue.
And go too.
Signing off. Bye.
Bye.